What's happening there, guys, and welcome back to our channel. The Umbrella Academy Season 3 is now streaming on Netflix, and in typical Umbrella fashion, it's likely that the season finale left you with more questions than answers. There's the usual doomsday threat and time-hopping escapades throwing a spanner or three in the works for the Hargreaves siblings, and if that wasn't enough, they've also changed the course of history. So without any further ado, let's find out more about the Umbrella Academy Season 3 ending explained. Number 9. Cougar Blitz. Cougar Blitz is a black hole that appears in the Sparrows' basement after the Umbrella Academy arrives back in the present day. A mysterious ball of light and energy, it has the ability to suck people inside of it, killing them, and later sends out waves of power that kill anyone in their path. The Hotel Oblivion is an alternate version of the Hotel Obsidian that's accessed via a hidden tunnel in the White Buffalo Suite. However, the hotel is just a facade, and Oblivion is actually another dimension. Number 8. Lester Pocket. Lester Pocket is actually Harlan Cooper, the nonverbal child Victor helped care for in Dallas in 1963. Now, 46 years later, he senses that Victor is close by again and sets out to find him. His powers and his lack of control over them, particularly in his younger years, mean he's had to move around and start over many times, hence the name change. Harlan has similar telekinetic powers to Victor, which were transferred to him when Victor saved his life in Season 2. It's revealed in Season 3, Episode 4, that Harlan is the cause of the grandfather paradox, and he's no longer nonverbal as an adult. Number 7. The grandfather paradox. The grandfather paradox is what causes the Cougar Blitz. It gets its name from a case study in the Commission Handbook, which describes a scenario involving a boy who hates his grandfather. Blaming his grandfather for all the wrongs in his life, the boy goes back in time to kill him. The only problem is that he goes too far back in time and kills him before his grandfather's daughter, aka his mother, was born, and therefore, in this new version of the timeline, the boy never existed. But if the boy doesn't exist, how could he kill his grandfather? Thus, a paradox is created. Harlan's mother, Sissy, died on October 1st, 1989, which is the birth date of the Umbrella Academy. Overcome by grief, Harlan loses control of his powers to catastrophic consequences. As Harlan can sense others with powers, he was able to connect to the Umbrella Academy's birth mothers. As a result, all of them were killed by the surge in his powers, with the exception of Ben's, as he exists as a sparrow in this timeline. But what does this have to do with the grandfather paradox? Well, if the Hargreaves' mothers are dead, then they shouldn't exist in this timeline, and yet they do, and the paradox and the Cougar Blitz is created. Number 6. How did Luther and Klaus come back to life? The universe resetting brought Luther back to life. As for Klaus, he discovered earlier in Season 3 that as well as being able to communicate with the dead, his powers also enable him to come back from the dead. In short, he's immortal. Ironically, it was Reginald's experiments on Klaus in Episode 7 that made him prepare to beat death at the hands of his father. Number 5. What happens to the Sparrow Academy at the end of Season 3? Marcus is killed by the Cougar Blitz in Episode 1, and Harlan kills Jamie and Alfonso at the Hotel Obsidian during the standoff in Episode 3. Faye and Christopher also get killed by the Cougar Blitz in Episode 7 after attempts to contain it fail. Sloane is missing after the universe resets, so for now, only Ben of the Sparrow Academy remains. Number 4. Where is Sloane? In Episode 9's flashback to Luther's time on the moon, we see that a woman is encased in a cryogenic chamber near his base. According to the label on the chamber, this is Abigail Hargreaves, deceased. This is the first we've seen of Abigail since the Season 1 finale. The first season wrapped with a seemingly out-of-place flashback that involved a much younger version of Reginald speaking to a sickly-looking woman lying in bed. They have a brief conversation, and it appears Reginald is having to reluctantly leave her behind. The woman wasn't named in the scene, but the credits identified her as Abigail Hargreaves, Reginald's late wife, played by Lisa Repo Martel. We see Abigail again at the end of Episode 10. She's standing next to Reginald, alive again, looking out over the skyline from the top of the Hargreaves financial headquarters. Number 3. What was the deal Allison made with Reginald? We still don't know what kind of deal Allison made with Reginald, which Fight overheard at the end of Episode 8. However, we can guess it has something to do with her managing to reunite with both her present-day daughter Claire and her 1963 husband Ray at the end of episode 10. In episode 6, Allison reveals that she found out Ray died in 2010. Number 2, how did Ben die? We still don't know exactly how Umbrella Ben died. We already knew it was on an Umbrella Academy mission, and in Season 3, it was revealed that it was due to something his siblings referred to as the Jennifer incident. But who is Jennifer? Sparrow Ben's bedroom is full of drawings of a woman called Jennifer, but her identity remains unknown. Number 1, how is Ben alive in the post-credit scene? Ah yes, there's more to this season than meets the eye. Check out our guide to the Umbrella Academy Season 3 post-credit scene for more on the final moment of the series. And for more on the Hargreaves, see our piece on the Umbrella Academy Season 3 timeline explained and everything we know so far about a potential The Umbrella Academy Season 4. Well guys, that about wraps up this video. Let us know your favorite parts of Season 3 in the comments down below. That said, if you enjoyed the video, then do smash that like button, and if you haven't done so already, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on our future videos. We appreciate your time and interest in viewing this video, and until the next one, take care and goodbye.